On day one of the NCAA Division II Baseball Championship in Cary, North Carolina, pitching was the order of the day. In Game 1 between Franklin Pierce and Shippensburg, it was Trevor Graham and Pat Kregelow hooked up in a pitcher's duel. And for Graham, he started out with 8 scoreless innings, striking out 9, and got out of a big-time jam in the 5th inning. That was really the key inning in the game, as Shippensburg had the bases loaded and nobody out, but he got out of it unscathed and ended up leaving 8 men on base in his 8 innings. On the other side of it, Pat Kregelow was terrific, only gave up 2 hits in 7 2/3 innings, but a run did come across in the 8th inning, the only run of the game, as the number 9 hitter, Justin Brock, came through with an RBI single, and that would be it, as Franklin Pierce took the first game 1-0 over Shippensburg, as the Raiders go into the losers bracket, and Franklin Pierce now will be in the winners bracket after day 1.
Well, I thought Trevor did a great job. He set the tone for the game with how he was competing on the mound. He got himself out of some jams, and you know, the hitters, to me, you know, were a little tense today and really didn't let their true ability take over. But Justin came up with that big hit in the 8th, and Flynn closed it out. So you know, it's not how many hits you get, it's when you get them, and that's what we've been talking about all year. He got it in the key time today. Questions?
Justin, can you walk us through that at-bat?
Yep, I had a really good at-bat, the previous at-bat, and a hard line drive to center field. On the first pitch of that at-bat, I had the hit. I saw a slider. I thought it might have been coming again. I sat on a slider and I drove it through shortstop, third baseman hole. Hit it hard.
This kind of game, how does it feel to knock in that go-ahead run?
It feels awesome. What was that?
Yes.
Yeah, it feels awesome. Trevor pitched a great game, so we needed to help him out. We needed to, every inning we could, this is the inning, and then finally got the hit we needed to.
What was the other starter doing to be so effective today?
He was getting ahead in the count. First pitch strikes a lot. Slider was pretty active, pretty good. Pitched a great game, actually.
Trevor, you had that bases loaded jam in the 5th inning. What was your approach to that? How do you go about it?
My approach was just to attack. You know, that's been my approach all year. You know, go after batters. And it was a tough spot. You know, I just knew that I needed to shut them down. It would pump everyone up and help everyone come out and, you know, maybe start the offense a little bit. So I went into it trying to get, you know, a big strikeout, maybe some ground balls. You know, I feel like I did my job for it.
Knowing that you're kind of blocked into a pitcher's goal at this point, does that change your approach at all?
If anything, it just makes me pitch harder. You know, the kid was throwing a really great game, and he's doing a really good job of getting guys out. And when that's happening, you gotta do your job. I gotta do my job. So I wanted to just attack the zone and beat him in the duel. You know, just win.
What was working for you today, pitch-wise?
Fastball changeup was working really well. I had a lot of kids swinging over changeups. If they were hitting them, it was, you know, a weak ground ball or a fly ball, and then, you know, come back with fastballs. And I got a couple backwoods Ks. I'm thinking they were thinking it was changeup, and, you know, it was just working well.
It seemed like you're using your changeup a lot in that 5th inning with the bases loaded. Is that kind of your approach to get ahead with that pitch?
Yeah, you know, you don't really get a lot of hard contact on changeups unless you leave them up. So I was just trying to throw them down, and, you know, attack the zone, and the changeup was working well, like I said. So, you know, I was trying to use as much as I could.
Coach, from your perspective, just how much confidence do you have in Trevor out there on the mound?
Well, Trevor's been our MVP the whole season. He's been that guy that's taken the ball every time we've needed him to, and he's gone late in the games, just like he's done today, pretty much for the whole season. And for us as coaches, we love handing the ball off to him. He's our guy. He's the one that gets us going in the right direction, and we have tons of confidence in him. And I think the players do as well. They know that when he's on the mound, they're gonna have the opportunity to win a ball game, and he's given us that opportunity many times this year.
So you thought the hitters might have been a little tense. Do you feel like in this one today might help loosen them up a little bit?
Yeah, this one's definitely going to help. This one's definitely going to help. The first game, and my experiences in the past, is the first game is always a tight game. It's a low-scoring game, just because the hitters, you know, if you get a pitcher who's just competing, he's going to be able to set the tempo of the game. And as the hitters get out, the more they get out, the more tense they get. But I think you'll see, you know, the true talent of our hitters come out in these next few games, just because they're going to be a little looser with that win under their belt.
Trevor, did you feel any different today being on this stage compared to maybe, you know, an average game?
it's a little more adrenaline. You got to kind of handle that. But I wanted to, like I said, I just wanted to approach it like I did every other start of the season. I wanted to just fill up the zone and, you know, try to get kids out and do my best to help my team win. I feel like I did that well.
Justin, how's it feel for you as a freshman to come through with the biggest game of the year so far for the team?
Yeah, I mean, Kemp, my old play partner, he went here his freshman year. Yeah, he said that it's going to be a hell of a time, and it feels great to be a freshman and come up with a big hit. We needed it.
How about, you guys swing wood bats, don't you, during the
We
season?
do.
And how, is that much of an adjustment?
I mean, we've had a whole week to really work on it and shoot them. We've had some of the punches with that, but I used my one from high school, and that's the one I came up with a big hit.
How about you, Trevor? Do you have to pitch any differently?
I mean, you can't really break any bats. That's really the only difference for me. So I still try to, you know, either, you know, saw kids off on the inside or get weak contact, but it's pretty much the same approach.
Thank you, gentlemen.